Alright, what we're going to be making today is a press for Kydex, and we're needing a bigger press instead of like the little one. We have a vacuum forming press, but it's not big enough, and we're kind of needing something a little bit different. And I seen another YouTube guy had one, and I'll get your name later for that one. Mine's going to be a little bit different, but it's kind of on the same line. And kind of went through the shop, seen what I had. I had some gas pipe. We're using 1-inch black iron. I'm going to use 6 pieces of this, 4 elbows, and 4 floor flanges. And what I'm going to do is just take this guy apart, take the wheels off, take the strap off, and then we're going to flip it upside down. These guys will be mounted. We're going to cut some plywood out, and that's pretty much it. So I guess let's get started. All right, I'm going to take the straps off, get these guys out. Get it where I can flip it over. Next, we're going to take the wheels off. Most of the stuff was already loose, so I'm kind of glad I never tried to remove a transmission with it. Don't even remember where I got this thing, probably in some auction lot. And to be honest, Wiggins, I probably ought to check this thing and make sure it actually functions before we go much further. I never even tried it out. So it'd probably be pretty smart to do. Oh yeah, good deal. So basically, I want to take and paint all this stuff too, because get all the grime off of it, paint it, try to make it match and stuff. Alright, kind of what we're going to do. Gonna put them together like this. Of course, I'm going to tighten everything, but I'm going to paint it. Just kind of make sure everything's going to fit, kind of see my height. These are 18-inch by 1-inch pieces. Put them like this right here. Got the floor flange on. That's kind of how it's going to sit, like that. And I'll make the other one, and then we'll mount it to the jack. All right, first thing you got to do now is tighten all this stuff down, and I kind of got a little bit of a trick I'll show you here in a minute I use for this stuff, because once you paint it, you don't want to scratch your paint up. So I'm going to cheat on it a little bit, and it ain't got to be too terribly tight. I mean, it's just got a 1,000-pound jack pushing on it. But just kind of tie all this stuff together. This is going to be part of our frame. That copper turned out pretty good on that black. I just did a light coat on it. It turned out pretty decent.
Kind of gives it that hammered look.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It. Now I'll show you my trick. What I'm going to do is just kind of screw this thing down to a piece of wood. And that'll let me tighten it right up. Just make sure you kind of straight up and down, and that ought to be good. That ought to get us. I'm going to take this guy here and go ahead and put my straps on. Get it all lined up. And the cool thing is you got a jack here. You can just kind of jack it right up where it fits in there nice and tight. I'm gonna just kind of screw this thing down just to play with it a little bit and make sure I like how it is. Then once I do that, I'm gonna bolt it down. I'm gonna mark my holes, drill them out, and I've got some 1/4 bolts that I'm gonna put through it, drill them out, countersink them into the bottom, and then screw all this to plywood because this is all your downward force. So you have to have your plywood screwed underneath this, because if not, when this thing jacks up, it's just gonna hit your leg. So you gotta kind of attach your guys to something. Right now, I just want to kind of see how she works and make sure it's what I want. Alright, now I'm going to turn her over. You can see it's already starting to stiffen up now. Alright, put this piece on next. So I'm going to mount this thing to my table over there. Just trying to test it out before I go mounting it. Go in here, lock on. What's cool about this is this thing goes up and down. This piece right here pivots. That was one reason I wanted to use that. It'll give me a nice flat surface pushing down. Alright. Just I made this piece right here. And I put 2 little blocks on it. And that's actually going to be my press. Boy, I didn't have to really attach it to that. Top of the jack, which turned out pretty good. Well, got our plywood base that we're going to put down, and that's going to be your base. We'll screw that guy down. That's about it. Bolt that down to the table and she'll be all bolted nice and solid. Pretty much it. Alright, all you're going to do is put your foam in, set your Kydex. I got the board out, make a little slide board. You put your workpiece on here, put your Kydex or whatever you're trying to press, put that on. Of course, you wouldn't have that this high, but it goes pretty quick, pretty fast. I'm gonna scrape off a little of this paint. That'll be pretty good. There you can see, pushing like crazy. So, that's my Kydex press. Alright, this was our little press. We was using it for knives and stuff, the sheaths, some tool stuff, and this is where this one's going. We'll mount it all to the base here, get it all nice and tight. This is probably about 3 inches thick, this top. So once we bolt it down to the top, yeah, it ain't going nowhere. But that's it.